Other side to move a couple of metres that side, and that corner is a really important one. If I could just get these guys, sorry to do this to you, I know we're almost at capacity here today, but we do need a fair bit of a space. Yeah, that's looking about right. And although there's no green mat on here, can I just get these people up the back here? Excuse me, guys. Can I just get you just to move that way until you're about the green pole would be fantastic for me. You'll see why very, very shortly. Now, as I said, another bird that we think is worth, it's going to make a grand appearance very shortly. The next raptor adapter is one of our nocturnal raptors. Thought to have the greatest nocturnal vision of any animal. They can also see during the daytime though, where you might be lucky enough to see them perched waiting for night to fall.
Now, perched with me here and ready to search, I have Millie, and Millie is a barking owl. Now, in Australia, we do have 8 species of owl. 4 of them belong to the mast owl family, things like barn owls, and you can see them as you're walking around the park today. We've got a couple on display. But Millie belongs to the other family, which is called the hawk owl family. And you'll see she does have very hawk-like features. And as you can tell, Millie's got very large forward-facing eyes, just like you. So these birds do see extremely well. Good work, Millie. So these birds have incredible eyesight. Up here, Mel. So they see extremely well in Millie's seeing all of us in black and white. So owls have actually given up being able to see in colour. A lot of people seeing in black and white is a disadvantage, but it's not a disadvantage at all. These birds can see about 35 times better than anybody here. So they do have incredible eyesight. To go with that, they have incredible hearing.
Yeah, we can smell there.
They're
in the tree there.
One of those ears is a little bit higher up than the other. And we call them offset or lopsided ears. So that means they hear left and right, and they also hear up and down at exactly the same time. So these birds have such good hearing when it's so dark they can't see their prey, then often they can hear their prey just by listening. Well done. Okay, now these birds, you can see Millie turning her head around here. They do have incredible heads. They can turn their heads in an arc of about 270 degrees. You need to be really careful if you're anywhere behind an owl like this and you are a little mouse. Good one, Mel. Okay, now, have you been able to hear Millie flapping her wings? Probably not. These birds actually don't make any noise when they flap. You can hear her calling, but when they're beating their wings, they don't make any noise. That's because they have specially frayed flight feathers and tiny down hairs that interrupt the airstream. So it means that they don't generate any noise. That also helps them when they're hunting. So again, you need to be extremely careful if you're anywhere near one of these owls and you are a little mouse. Now, a pair of barn owls, and I mentioned them before, they can catch about 2,000 mice every year. So having barn owls around, they do a great job in keeping those rodent numbers down for us. Other owl species, though, like Millie, aren't going so well in the wild, and they do actually need a little bit of protection of their own.
While barn owls have adapted to nest in sheds, barns and houses, barking owls rely on tree hollows for nesting. So just like the major Mitchell cockatoo, the barking owl may need a little bit of a help from you. Now, as I said before, there are things that you can do, changing habits that will help these birds. Maybe changing one of those habits may help our next pair of beautiful birds as well. Now, the next pair of birds we're going to have a look at is an endangered species in the wild. Their habitat and nesting trees are becoming just as scarce as they are. We're going to have a look at another one of our very large cockatoo species. Here he is. This is Pinjari, the red-tailed black cockatoo. Now you can see here, he's actually a male red-tailed black cockatoo, so he has very dark feathers, almost black all over, a short crest on the top of his head, but you'll hopefully notice that beautiful bright red band in his tail, and you'll get a chance to see that again very shortly. Now these red-tailed black cockatoos are large cockatoos which have a harsh screeching call. Now this call is very important, it allows them to talk to their flocks and also find a mate.
Now we're about to meet Pinjari's mate. Here comes Korak. So this is a female red-tailed black cockatoo. She's landing on Jason's hand there. You may have seen she's got a bit of yellow mixed into the red of her tail. She's also got lots of beautiful yellow spots across her face and her shoulders, which Pinjari doesn't have. So that's how you tell them apart. You can see in flight they have this beautiful, slow, strong, cruisy flying style. There's a couple of gorgeous birds. Oh, Jason get lost in the crowd up there. Can you see where she is? Oh, where he is, mate? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so these birds have this beautiful, cruisy flying style. It's a really helpful thing because in the wild they often embark on long flights over very hot, dry, arid country. So this is a good way to get around. It allows them to not waste too much energy in flight. Beautiful, isn't it? there? All right. You seem correct? You know, we're putting it to the test today. The guy with his hand up, correct? Does that help? Over there. So these birds, as you worked out, they're a stunning contrast against the sky. Okay, they're found west of the Grampians and over towards the South Australian border. So they're found across all the states of mainland Australia, but their success is really varied. Okay, in tropical northern Australia, these birds are actually found in really good numbers, but here in southeastern Australia, we have an isolated population of only about 1,000 birds, which is not a great number, so there's not many of these birds out there. So if you did want to see them, you need to go west of the Grampians and over towards South Australia. Around this side of Victoria, and some of you may have seen them, I might even see them while you're at Healsville Sanctuary today, yellow-tailed black cockatoos. That's sort of our version. Now these birds are doing quite well. The local Wurundjeri people, the local Indigenous people of this area, tell us that when the yellow-tailed black cockatoos are flying